It's more across city.
Yeah, so it looks like once we get to Bari and make that turn, it's going to be a little bit of weather over Panama City. This is actually where we were going to.
Spencer! Why not? Exactly, why not? What the hell? Right? Can't dance. So. So, you know, what the hell? So, what's going on? Shadow Ops, what's up? Just have not had enough. Craig, what's up? Good to see you, man. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing all right. I was really bummed I couldn't make it to Birmingham, and my car let me down. But really wanted to go to that one. But we made it home safe. You know, we got the car off the trailer, and I drove it around the yard to its park place right now. So the training's not hurt. It just started puking fluid for some reason. So I'm guessing I think it's probably the front pump seal. We'll have to get it on the lift and get a look, see what we can find. So, oh well. It is what it is, I guess. So, I'm just finishing my dinner. I got a little salad here to finish. That's why I don't have you on camera. It's rude for you to watch me eat food, so. See, it's not fair. You guys can eat. So I can't see you. Victor, what's up? Charging batteries for tomorrow. You're flying tomorrow? Good for you, man. Awesome. You need to get yourself a generator, Spence. It'll change your RC life. Trust me. Paul, what's up? Good to see you, man. What is Doggo passed on me and only 7 here? What? The hell does that mean? I know, Paul, and you're going to tell me it was me. I know. Man, I'm so bummed, too. I really wanted to be there. I did everything I could. I served that tranny the day before. I put new fluid in it, changed the filter, ran it down the lift for 30 minutes, and kept looking for leaks and snugging bolts to make sure we were good. And it wasn't leaking. Everything was good. I thought we had it. I thought, man, we're good. This is gonna go. And then Puco. So, Mike Bird, what's up? George Watts, what's up? Good to see you, man. Jeff in Lower Alabama. How you doing, guys? It's raining outside, so no hangar tonight, guys. Sorry, but you know the computer has to sit outside the garage because the cable's not long enough. The new cable should be here Wednesday, so Thursday night we should be good. I should be able to put the camera up anywhere inside the building I want. So we're just in the living room tonight, and I'll switch this over here in a minute. Yeah, just finishing my dinner. Got a little salad here to finish up. I'm not going to finish it. We're going to go. I'll eat this later. It'll keep. So. So, George, where do you live? Yeah, we haven't had any rain here either. So I've been working in the yard all day. Unloading the house, started moving everything from the house to the garage. So yeah, it's stayed busy, and then when it started raining, I stopped. Cooked dinner. And was in David Yourself show for a little bit. I caught the last half hour of it. Oh, Paul, if they do a New Year's Eve show, you going back? It looked like a great event. Yeah, I watched every live stream that anybody put up, and it looked awesome. It really did. I would have had such a good time there. I would have been tearing up that night flight. I mean, that was beautiful. So which Sturman did you get, boss man? Hi, Wild Bill. What's up? Good to see you, man. Paul Ballard. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I knew you were close, Paul, but still, that's that's 8 hours round trip for what, New Year's Eve, flying. You're a glutton for punishment. Oh, I'd be there too if I was 4 hours away. Trust me. Yeah, Don, we're having the same thing here. It's, light wind and light shower right now, on and off. So, oh, that's sweet, Paul. Yep. So I'd have been flying the whole time till 2 a.m. for sure. I'd have probably kept it going longer. Oh, you got one of the dancing wings. Oh, good for you, boss. That's awesome. What did you do, George? You donating some planes, or did you sell them? What's going on? What planes? What are you getting rid of? What can you part with? And I have a hard time parting with anything. Yep, JCB running Lucas in it. Yep, love the stuff. The funny thing is it puked that training fluid out, and I'm guessing it was probably only a quart. And then, when we got the car unloaded out here out front, I started up and I had to put it in forward reverse a couple times to re prime the valve body, and then it drove perfect. I drove it out down the road to the school, turned around, came back out, drove in the driveway, pulled it all the way around the house and into the field, and was fine. I don't know if it's still leaking. I mean, I didn't crawl underneath it; it's in the grass, but it went into gear and drove. So why it puked a quart of fluid out and then stopped, I don't know. Weird. It didn't drip any fluid on the trailer while we were towing it home. So I don't know what the hell happened. That's weird. I just don't know. It's like almost like the tranny overpressurized, which it's vented. So I don't know how it did that. Puked out a quart of oil and then sealed itself back up again. I don't know. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, that's the funny thing. The tranny gauge temperature, never went up. Yeah, it went up earlier in the night a little bit, just a little bit, and then came right back down. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what the hell happened. Oh, I'll know. We'll figure it out. I gotta, we'll see what the hell's wrong with it. But oh, sweet George. So a 1/3 scale Fulker. Wow, that's got to be a monster. Holy crap! You probably put your grandkid in it, and take him for a ride. Billy, that tranny was professionally built for racing. You know, and when I say that, I don't mean we made any real changes, but just put all the good stuff in it. It was eagle clutches and all that. I think it's got a Kevlar band. Um, so we put all the good stuff in it, and that was probably, I don't know, probably 70, 80,000 miles ago, I'm guessing. Hard to say for sure. Um, but the car hasn't done any racing in um, quite a while. So it's just been driven. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, Shadow. That's why I'm running the Lucas Tranny fluid conditioner, and also I've got a couple brands I run. Because it's supposed to soften the seals back up, rejuvenate them, keep them, nice and you know pliable. So that sounds great, George. That's awesome. Can't wait to see pictures of that one. That sounds awesome. Oroville isn't that where Juan Brown lives? Isn't that the Oroville spillway that failed a few years ago, and he did all the reporting on? Yeah, I got to fly one of my buddy's Ultrix too. That is a lot of fun. That's a fun little airplane. Neither one, Shadow. It's a 4L60E, which is a 204R, but electric shift. The computer controls the tranny. Um, No, Shadow, it's not. It's not a 700. It's a 200. The 700 is the same as a 400, but electric and overdrive. The 4L60 is the small transmission. It's the 200 4R. That's correct. The 400 is a 3-speed, and the um, the 700 4R, I'm sorry, the 700 R4 is a 400 with overdrive. The internal parts are all the same. It shares all the same internal parts except the overdrive unit. So that becomes the 4 if it's electronic shift, which is probably what's in your wife's. Um, what did you say it was what the hell did you say it was? A Tahoe? She probably has the 4L80E, which is the 700 R4 with the computer controlled valve body in it. So what do I saw the new Horizon P47. What don't you guys like about that? I think it looks good. I'm gonna bring it up right now. I thought the color scheme was pretty decent on that. I didn't see a problem with it. I'm trying to figure out why you guys don't like it. Let me take a look again. Maybe it's me. Maybe maybe it is crap and I just overlooked it. I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good to me. All right, come on. God, they screw this website up so bad. Ugh. So a Falker comes up first thing here. What the hell? Is this new? Did they sneak another new one out? Didn't tell us? I haven't seen this one before. Oh, that might be the one you're talking about, George. Is yours red and white? Biplane, not a triplane? Anytime somebody talks about a German plane, I always just assume it's a triplane. I know they're not all triplanes, but that's just what I think. I assume it is. Okay, I don't see that damn thing now. Damn it. Let me look here. So how far away are you from Juan Brown, Paul? Okay. So it is a biplane. Is it red and white? Is that the one I'm looking at on in the page here? Keith Christie, what's up? Good to see you, man. What happened to my garage? It fell down. We knew it would. Yeah, it collapsed. Thank God I wasn't in it. Um, what kind of battery is 6S, 4S? How big? One-eighth inch plywood. They have plywood at the dollar store? A Dollar Tree? Really? Oh, okay. I got you, George. Cool. Gotcha. I've got a virtual window in my way. I can't see shit. Damn it. Oh yeah, man. Michael and I are avid Dollar Tree offenders. Oh, I did see that stuff, Michael. Wow, that was good thinking. Yeah, I live out of Dollar Tree, man. That's my go-to store for everything. Food, hobby supplies, everything. Tupperware, Betty Crocker cookware, everything. Yeah, I live there. Um, yeah, Michael, that was a great idea. I saw those cute little plywood trinket things they were selling there for $1. Yeah, that's a great idea. Just buy one of those and cut it up. You use the wood. I didn't even think of that. Man, you're a genius. Must be why you're a pilot. Paul, you saw things at Bigfoot in the RC world that you can't talk about. What? I'm going to have to boot you out of here if you can't talk. You just brought it up and now you're not going to talk about it? I'm booting you out. You're done. Yeah, I was working on it today. I finished blowing off all the dirt on the floor, and then I started bringing airplanes in and boxes, and I started emptying the living room. And there was something else I did. What did I do? I forget now. I had it on the tip of my tongue earlier. Um, yeah, there's a B2 back there. Yep. Oh, it's probably this way. Yeah, that's the LX B2. There's a underneath that is a Corsair. That's the oh god, who makes that Corsair? Can't think of the name of it right now. Oh, it was a Fly Zone Corsair, 1225 millimeter, I think. Um, it's got a really cool retract system in it. It's a spider gear setup. It's pretty cool. Yep, yep, working on it. I'll be working on it all day tomorrow if it's not raining. I had to stop tonight because of the rain. So yeah, let's see what else is back there. You can see my I think it's a Do 27 German a German observation plane, like a Storch. That's right across from my quarter midget pylon racer, right under the B, crossed and under the B2. And then my FMS 1400 zero is upside down, but the gear's out. So the gear's out, but upside down. So now the gear's up. My computer is not cooperating tonight. So hi, Christy. How you doing tonight? You doing all right? You're confused. Uh-oh. What are you confused about? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, but not right away. The studio's going to have to wait. Well, the building a studio is going to have to wait. What I'm going to use for Thursday night is I'm taking all my empty boxes out of the shipping container. I'm going to build a wall behind me, out of the boxes, until I have the place inspected. I'm not going to start any because I don't want the my inspector to see me building walls. Um, he might have a problem with that since I didn't pull a permit to do that. So I'm just going to make a wall out of the boxes of all my empty boxes. No, I haven't flown it, EQ. The day I took it out to fly it, I think it was in the car too long and got too hot because when I throttled up the engines, only one engine throttled up. So I just said, okay, we're not flying that today, and I put it back in the car. And then, a couple days later, I tried it, and they both throttled up fine. So it might have just got too hot in the car, and it shut the one ESC down. So, and it's not going to take off on grass. The wheels are tiny. So I'm either going to have to take it down to Imperial and fly it there, or I'm going to have to put the gear up and hand launch it. So I think the next time I go to Imperial, I'll take it with me and we'll give it another try. Uh-oh. I must have missed something. You guys are laughing at something. I don't know what it was. Robert. Yeah, no, the white quarter midget directly under the B2. That plane's 45 years old. It's one I used to pylon race, and all the monocoat is falling off of it. It's so old, it's just rotting off of it. So that's the one I'm going to redo in the old voodoo colors. I got 3 rolls of monocoat. I got the green, the purple, and the yellow. So I'm going to recover it, and I have the decal sheet for the voodoo. So I'm going to recover it with the monocoat and then put all the decals on it from the voodoo kit that Rock Hobby used to sell. Yeah, I am tired. I'll be honest with you. The attempt to go to Birmingham kicked my ass. I mean, I was working my ass off with, I changed the oil in the generator, I changed the oil in the car, I serviced the tranny in the car, I was fixing airplanes while the stream was going on during the build of the hangar, and so I put the balloon tires from Tundra on my FMS Beaver, and I had one of the elevator foam hinges ripped off, so I had to put nylon hinges, repair that. And I mean, I just had so much going on, and then fighting with them on the phone over the way they were building my garage took a lot out of me. I'll be honest with you. That really um, took the wind out of my sails. I can tell you that. Roy, what's up? So yeah, so I just haven't recovered fully because worked all day yesterday, um, cleaning the garage, uh, working on the area. I sorted all the metal that they left me and stowed it in the garage. That took a couple hours. They left me a lot of metal. Holy crap! Um, you know, the scraps from the building the garage. They asked me if I wanted it. You know, could they leave it here? I said absolutely. So I put it all in the garage, and then um, but I hadn't, you know, like sorted it out and put it away. So that was the first thing I had to do is sort all the metal and put it away, you know, so that I could get, because I was tripping over it going in and out the overhead door. So crusty Uncle Roy. Oh my God. What are you doing over there? You all right? The you know, it's funny you say that. When I build the apartment, I want to build a um, an island uh, between the living room and the kitchen. You know, that like a sit-at bar that you could eat at, and I'm going to sheet it with the same charcoal, you know, vertical stripe metal that the building's made out of, so that the bar will look just like the building. You know, I'll probably have white trim on it, just like the building, and you know, so it just you know, man cave it. You know, it's a man cave. I gotta keep the man cave look alive. So you know, it's like buying a little plywood trinket at Dollar Tree and then cutting it up and using it for other stuff. Same thing. So yeah, I can think outside the box. I just hadn't thought of that one. That was, you came up with a good one. I like it. That's a great idea. Um, yeah, and I'll probably build. Honestly, I'll probably build some workbenches and do the same thing because I got a lot of tubular steel that I can make legs for a steel, um, you know, build table, work table, and do the same thing just to, you know, make it look nicer. I got a lot of metal, so I can sheet that workbench with the metal and do the same thing, make it look like the building. So they left me the charcoal and then a bunch of the white trim that they trimmed the building with. So um, yeah, so I can get pretty creative with that. Keep that man cave theme going. So check six, what's up? Good to see you, man. All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. Got to go use the facilities. I want to get a refill, and I don't know what else, but I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Be back in a minute. got myself a Fat Boy ice cream sandwich. God, I wish you guys had one. God, these are good. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that out loud? Air Marshal, what's up? I'm here. So, what's the big news? Let's hear it. Come on. You got a secret to spill. Let's hear it. Why the hell not, Christy? Everybody loves ice cream. Roy does it all the time. I know he does. Oh, bullshit. Somebody already spilled that you had some big news. You don't know where that came from, huh? I think they have non-lactite ice cream, Christy, don't they? It's totally not true. Okay, whatever. Liar. And just to be clear, Dave, I talk to you more than anybody in my family. So yeah, I think we're pretty close. I talk to you way more than I talk to anybody. My brother, my cousins, my aunts. I mean, I never talk to any of them. I talk to you all the time. Oh, you have a new product you're not supposed to have yet. Oh, that's the big news. Can we guess? He just died today, Eric? Fred, what's up? Yeah, Paul. It got a boo boo. Hey, good evening, Truth. What's up? Good to see you, man. I have not seen the new smaller RV8 yet. So I don't think anybody has it yet down here anyway. You know, and we're only about an hour away from Flex down here. So, but I haven't seen one yet. I have one, Fred. I actually have the drift car from Fast and Furious, Hans's car, the orange and black. What was that? A Tercel or something, or a I forget what it is, but I have that car. And it's never been out of the box. So yeah, it's a good idea. I'll probably take that out of the box and go run it around the hangar and videotape it before I start filling it up. So good thinking. I'll get on that tomorrow. Oh, the big one. Oh, you like the one I have? I don't think they call that a 60. I think it's way bigger than that. The 60 size one is the new one they came out with. They have a downsized one. Um, yeah, the fit and finish on it's awesome. It's beautiful. You know, it's it's a. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Flex's products, but most of their stuff is that I've seen. Well, all of their stuff that I've seen is beautifully done. You know, very nice. Now, there's not a lot of detail on it because that's not what they don't have a ton of panel lines and like a gas cap molded into the foam. They don't go to that extent. They don't bother with those trinket details. Their stuff is aimed for the professional pilot that flies, competition 3D, that kind of stuff. Um, Now the F-100 might have some more detail on it, but the RV-8 doesn't have any kind of panel line detail on it or anything. Just you know, it's scale physically, dimension wise. It would definitely be allowed to fly at a scale event. Um, but unless you went to the trouble of, painting it to look like it has panel lines and all that, you aren't going to win any kind of static contest with it. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not detailed. Um, you know, just nice paint, nice decals. Um, the fit and finish is fine. There's nothing wrong with the way it's made. Um, but they just don't put all that nonsense. It's got vortex generators across the wing, top and bottom. But if you're looking for panel lines and gas caps and antennas and all that scale stuff, it doesn't have any of that on it. The small one is the 10E. Really, is it that small? Hmm. I didn't think it was that small. Yeah, you might be right. Hmm. Yeah, well, maybe they call it a 60E. I didn't realize that, but it's way bigger than like the Mamba 60. Way bigger. It's hell. It's way bigger than the cap. Um, what's another plane? I mean, it's the size of the giant Cessna 170. That they have. It's that big. It's huge. Um, I'm trying to think of any other airplane besides the 70, the 170 that they have that's even close to that size. Yeah, that's a big bird. You out of here, Christy? All right. I guess you have to go to work tomorrow. That sucks. All right. Have a good night. So, Dave, did they give away 2 Dracos in the drawings? So, is it going to be 2 years before we get a look at this thing, Dave, or is it coming out in the next century? Oh, they gave away one and they raffled off one. Okay. Well, I thought they raffled off 2. They didn't raffle off 2? Because when I told Jeff to buy me a raffle ticket, he said they already drew for that one. He said, but if they draw for another one, I'll get you a ticket. And so he said he got me a ticket. My ticket was number 3. And he said number 24 won. Out of 30. There were only 30 tickets. So do you know who got these 2 Dracos? Oh, come on, Paul. We're buds, man. Come on. You gotta give. You gotta send me a private message, man. Tell me what it is. Just send it to my phone. Nobody'll know. Yeah, I didn't win. No, no, I knew that. I didn't win. So I can go on the website and look at this new beauty. It's on the website now. The uh, the TL 2000. I I I don't know what that is. What's a TL 2000? Oh, okay. My phone went off, so I figured it was Paul sending me something. Oh, I saw that already. Yep. Yeah, I was already looking at that. What kind of car is it supposed to be? I mean, it doesn't look like a real car. Is it supposed to be modeled after a real car? Yeah, I already saw this. I was looking at it already. I scoped out the new products on Horizon the other day, and I was looking at this, and I'm like, "The hell is that? The hell is that supposed to be?" Yeah, Paul, I agree. I'm gonna try to make it there too. Okay, so what is a TL2000 EQ? Um, I don't know what that is. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's try that. Cheap playing off Banggood. Okay. I guess so, Michael. Yeah, I guess the TL2000's at Dollar Tree. If Banggood has it, then Dollar Tree probably has it. So it's got um, seats one in front of the other, but it looks like an SR22. Yeah, it's too expensive, Air Marshal. I'm just not going to spend $600 on an RC car. I'm watching the Bigfoot flying on my big screen TV. Tony's selling tickets. I forget who's. Who's it's muted, so I don't know whose show am I watching here. It's one of these guys' live show. Who is it? Brian? Oh, it's Jeff. It's Jeff's live recording. How much is it? $1,000? I forget. It was out of my price range. Yeah, that's what I need. Wow, Bill. Yeah, the RC addiction hotline. I need it bad. Yeah, 450. Yeah, it's still too much. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's just, it's just, I'm not spending any kind of money like that on surface stuff. I'm just not going to do it. I'd love to, but I don't have the money for it. So, yeah, I saw all the new color schemes on the new bodies on the, I don't know, whatever, the infraction or whatever the hell that the Ford truck thing looks like. Yeah, I saw all those new ones too. And no, I'm not on every night. No, right now Thursday and Sunday is it. Um, Unless I get asked to sub for somebody. Um, you know, if somebody can't make it to their show and they want me to sub for them, they let me know. Dave tried to let me know last Monday, and I didn't get the message in time. I didn't have my phone on me, but he did send me the message that he wanted me to go live for him. I just didn't see it until too late. I was what the hell was I doing Monday night? I think I was working on something for the hangar. Um, Cleaning up wood or something, getting it out of the way. Something. I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was busy with something. Jeff in Lower Alabama is back in the house. What's up? How you doing, Jeff? I'm watching your stream right now. You're live when you were walking around, going from table to table. You had just there's Linda. You had just you were at the ticket table buying. I don't think you bought any tickets, but Tony was selling tickets. So I've got that on the big screen while I'm talking here. No, Ryan, we're not falling for that. Dave already said that his stuff's faster and arrives faster. He beat you to the punchline. So if you want it faster and want it to get there fast, you got to buy it through Air Marshal. He said that on his show last. What was it? Friday. It was Friday night, I think. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Did you guys just get back, Ryan? Oh my god, it took 11 days. That's horrible. Lies. uh, sheep lie. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what time you guys left. If I was there, I probably wouldn't have left till about 2, so I'd still be on the road for probably another hour or two. You still have 4.5 hours? Okay. So you keeping Bobby alert with a bunch of Red Bulls? Well, that's cool, Jeff. That's not bad. 3.5 hours? That's awesome. Good for you, man. I'm boring him to death. Hang on a minute. I'll pull a cheeseburger out of an airplane. That'll wake him up. So the during the night fly, one of the RV8s had a hard landing. It wasn't Bobby, was it? It was the other guy. There you go. Roy's got alarm clocks ringing for Bobby. Everybody's helping. We all got to keep Bobby awake.
More about these systems than anyone, including you. I think I know what the problem is. So if you want to get that transceiver online, hand me the laser to my shoe and give me some luck.
Should I play some funky music to keep Bobby awake? I'll go pick something out of the YouTube free audio and play it. Hey John, how you doing tonight? Yeah, it had two leading edge on the wing impact marks. Didn't look too bad. It obviously kept flying, so. Well, Fred, kind of nothing at the moment because it hasn't passed inspection, and I still have to talk to my attorney what he wants to do. Um, so I really can't. I can't put anything permanent. I'm probably not supposed to put anything in it, but I've already started taking all the airplanes out to it. And for the show Thursday night, I'm going to construct a backdrop wall out of empty boxes. All my RC plane boxes will be stacked in a no apparent order, just stacked, and that'll be the backdrop. And I'll probably put some more lights in there, but they'll just be temporary lighting. And we're just gonna have to work with that for a while until my attorney tells me what we're gonna do. So. No, I've never flown off Lake Okeechobee. It's kind of far away from me. Couple hour drive. I have no idea if there's an RC field over there, or if they have, a dock area that I could fly off of without pissing somebody off. Um, but yeah, the Lake Okeechobee is pretty far away from me. It's at least, actually, it's probably close to 3 hours away. Um, yeah, it's going to be the Dana set. That's what I'm going to call it. We'll just pretend the boxes haven't been opened. Although I could actually do a Dana set. I probably have enough boxes with planes still in them that I could stack and call it the Dana Wall. The Dana Wall of Shame. There's still airplanes in all these boxes.
I have studied thin and activate pharmaceutical drug that causes severe side effects such as sexual dysfunction.
No, that you just go outside and go behind the building and pee. So yeah, lights would be more important to me than that. Roy, it's well fucked up enough that if I point it out to the inspector, it'll fail an inspection. There's no way that the building would pass inspection if I show him. And then that means they have to come and take it down and build another one because there's nothing they could replace without taking the whole building down. So so we'll just have to see. I guess he's busy. I think he's busy this week too, but next week I think I'll be able to talk to him in depth, and I'll send him pictures and everything, and he'll get some certified commercial welders to look at the welds, which are, half the guys in here that are welders could tell you that it wouldn't pass inspection, and then he'll get some engineer to look at the crushed trusses, and he'll say, yeah, that's not acceptable. That's never gonna, and then he'll present that to the company that made the building and say, what do you guys want to do about this? And we'll see where it goes from there. I'm moving my airplanes into it. Yes, the house. I'm emptying the house of all my airplanes. Everything's going out in the garage. So yeah, and I started that today. I've been cleaning and moving, getting everything out there. I'll be working on it all day tomorrow. I'll probably have most of it out there tomorrow, and then whatever's left over for Wednesday and Thursday, before the show, I'll probably have everything out there. I never step on toes, Paul. Do I have a pot to piss in? No, I don't. I don't have a pot to piss in, or a window to throw it out. Really, like we were saying before, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So this particular attorney is a very close friend, and after what I did for him, he'll do anything for me, and we've been about 25 years, I'm guessing, friends. Really cool dude. He had we met through the car club. He had a Roadmaster with the LT1 in it, and he's also a jazz guitar player. So when he's not doing attorney stuff, he plays jazz guitar. He's really cool. Super great guy. Boss, did you see the pictures I put up of the damage to the? They cracked the welds and dented the tubing. I mean, they were beating the crap out of it with a sledgehammer, a big 20-pound sledgehammer. They just, I mean, it was ridiculous. Listen, the rest of their work was fantastic. The building looks great. I mean, all the screw head lines are perfectly straight. All the panels are straight. I mean, there were a couple other minor issues that they covered up with the trim and stuff, but I mean, the building looks fantastic. No complaints about the way it looks, but I just know that the structural integrity of it is gone. I mean, it's, this thing's supposed to be, hurricane rated to 150 or 160 miles per hour winds. I don't think it'll sustain it. I think it'll come apart. I could be wrong. I'm not an engineer, but I know the difference between a structurally sound, uh, you know, piece of steel and not. So okay, let me think of the best way I can get you the pictures. I don't know if I don't think I have them on this computer. Let me look real quick. They might be here, but I don't think they are. I think they're, but they're on the I posted them on the RC Pilot Lounge. I don't know if you go there or not. Let me look here. Let me try this. Yeah, I can't remember if I put them on this computer or not.
Chief of Ryan said the modification to the Defiance phasers will be ready within half an hour. The chief's a born engineer. He always gives himself a comfortable margin with his repairs.
You know what? Heck, I think it'd be easier just to do it this way. Hang on a second. Let me, I can bring the picture up on my phone and then just hold it in front of the camera. I think that'd be the fastest and easiest way to do this.
Maybe some of them have come true. So now you're wondering if Tricor's prophecy is going to come true as well.
No, wait a minute.
But Benjamin,
Let me get live here.
believe we'll be able to destroy the comet.
So I can see what I'm doing here. Why is that so lit, washed out? What's causing that? I guess the reflection from the computer screen. Here, wait a minute. Let me try this. This might help.
It seems to me you have a choice. You can either make your own decisions, or you can let these prophecies make them for you.
No, that's not really helping. Crap. I don't know. Could you see that, boss? I don't know if you can see that. It's not. It's getting a glare from something. I don't know where the glare is coming from.
The comet is directly ahead, distance 200 kilometers.
Right, boss. I don't know why they had to beat on it either, and they were beating on it all the wrong way, and they weren't using a piece of wood to protect the integrity of the steel. They were beating right on the metal pipe with a steel 20-pound steel sledgehammer, so they crushed the pipes. And then after I told them about, I called the factory. I said, and I sent them the pictures, and I said, "What are you doing? What are your guys doing in my building?" So they made them bring all the trusses back so they could inspect them, and they replaced 2 of them because they were compromised. So they agreed, yeah, we need to replace those 2. And then when they brought the new ones out the next day, they went right back to beating on them and crushed the top where the roof is going to sit on it and destroyed that. And so I called the main guy my contact over this whole deal, and I had already sent him the pictures, and he opened the pictures and saw them, and then we got on the phone, and I said, "Does this look right to you?" And he says, "No." He says, "That doesn't look right to me. I don't know what's going on." He says, "But I'll find out and I'll call you back." And I said, "Great, okay, thank you." And then he never called me back. So, at that point, I guess they're just blowing me off. Like I'm just a complaining, piece of crap, customer that doesn't know what I'm talking about. And oh, that's right. I didn't put those pictures on my phone. I used my camera for that one. I don't have that picture. Yeah. So anyway, you can watch the video. You know, I taped the whole thing. You know, the whole. You can hear him and see him beating the crap out of it with a sledgehammer. So it's all on videotape. And so yeah. So I'm happy with the building as far as, you know, it looks fantastic. It's everything I wanted, size and everything. But after seeing what they did to it, um, you know, I don't feel comfortable with, you know. So we're gonna have to get some kind of agreement that if this building fails, they're not just gonna replace the building; they're gonna replace everything that's in the building. You know, because there's no way. Um, I just don't believe this building will withstand a hurricane with the way it's been compromised. You know, like I said, I could be wrong, but I know for a fact that the welds alone will not pass inspection if I show the guy. Now, if he just shows up, he's just going to do a quick look up around and say, "Oh, looks good to me," and he's going to sign off on it. You know, but when I show him the close-up pictures of everything, he's going to cringe and not sign off on it. And so I don't know what my attorney wants to do, so I have to get with him. So right now, I'm gonna put crap in the building, nothing permanent. You know, nothing. Not gonna screw anything to a wall or a floor or anything like that. Not gonna run my electrical yet. Not gonna start building, you know, the apartment yet. I'm just gonna put foam airplanes in the garage to get them out of here, and then we'll see how it goes from there. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly don't even know what I want to happen. You know, the only way to fix it, honestly, is to take the whole building down and put a whole new one up. And they're definitely not going to want to do that. Because the structural part that's compromised is all covered up by the rest of the building. And there's no way that they could take the panels off the walls and put them back, because they'd never get the holes in the same place. Nothing would line up. So they'd have to put all new metal up. They'd have to just start over and put it all back up again with a whole new building. So, yeah, I just... so we'll just see. You know, I'm going to call my attorney probably tomorrow just to touch base with them. Get two quick questions. You know, he already told me did not pay him. He said, he said, "Did you pay for the whole thing?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, what did you pay?" I said, "Half." He says, "Don't pay the other half." So, okay. So, you know, so I need to know what he wants me to tell them when they start calling and want the other half. You know, do I tell them to call you? Do I, you know, what do I do? You know, and then there was two questions I had to ask him. That was one. What do I tell him? And oh, do I call for an inspection or wait? Yeah, so I want to know what he wants me to do. To call for an inspection and wait, and what do I tell him that I'm not sending him the money? So I just need those two quick questions answered, so I know what to do from here as far as my interaction. He'll take care of the rest. Jet Tech Don, what's up? Good to see you, man. Okay, Roy, so I negotiated the price on this building 2 years ago. Okay, it took that long. It wasn't their fault. It was my county. Pasco County is the worst. Pasco County was the holdup why it took 2 years. So the building was just under $30,000 2 years ago. Now today, with all the shortages of materials and the shipping and the COVID and all, there's no way I'd be able to build that building again today for less than, it would be over $50,000. So, and those two prices do not include the concrete. The concrete was a whole nother situation, and I paid $16,500 for the concrete. Now the concrete's not compromised, so we don't have to redo that. Other than the holes they drilled in it to mount. Well, they wouldn't have to change out the mount. The floor plate's fine, so they could reuse the floor plate. I don't think they damaged that. They just have to build everything else. You know, they could leave that bolted to the concrete and then just replace everything above it. So, okay, so, and listen, I get it. I hear what you guys are saying about getting the red tag and all that. I totally understand that. Okay, but here's the flip side of that scenario. If I call and get it red tagged, then the only solution is they have to take it down, which means I have to pull all my airplanes back out of it and put them somewhere else while they reconstruct another building for me and deliver it and put it up. So that's probably 2 weeks worth of, and that's if they agree immediately to just do that. You know, if they're going to hee-haw around and wait till this thing goes to court, it could be years. So, you know, and if that's what it takes, that's what we'll do. But I don't want to push that button yet until my attorney tells me what he wants me to do. If he tells me, yeah, call for an inspection, let's get it, you know, failed. Okay, then that's what I'll do. But you know, I want him to tell me what he wants to do first. How we're gonna, you know, how we're gonna go after him. What's our end game plan? You know, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I totally, you know, believe me, I've thought of every scenario. What's going to happen? Because again, you know, I don't know if it's in the contract. He said the first thing he has to do is read the contract, so I got to get him the contract. But he said, you know, there could be a clause in there that if there's a problem, that they could just give me my money back, you know, and take the building. Well, like I just said, it's going to cost me over $50,000 to replace this building at today's prices, and I can't afford that. So, you know, I have a building now that will probably be fine until we have a huge hurricane. I might never have another hurricane here, you know, and you know, so do I want to give up the building for a maybe? Or do I, you know, keep my mouth shut? Maybe we agree on a lesser price, like I get to keep my other half, and they will warranty it, including the contents, which is what I would prefer. If I can keep my other 15 grand, and they're going to warranty the building and its contents for 40 years, I'd be okay with that. That settlement would work for me. So I don't know. I have no idea. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm not the attorney. I don't know all the ins and outs. Yeah, yeah, there could be, Jeff. That's a good. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. There could be an arbitration clause. So, and if that's the case, then we'll have to do that. So, but this is all the stuff that the attorney finds out and figures out and decides what we're going to do. So, I'm going to leave it to him. Yep, exactly. Check six. It's a horrible place to be. I feel horrible about it. Um, you know, I tried to stop it. I tried to get them to realize that they're just doing it wrong. You cannot beat steel with a sledgehammer and deform the structural integrity of the tube and then continue to put it up. You can't do that. And they already agreed to that the day before when they replaced the two that he had already destroyed. And there could have been others. I only saw the two. I don't know for sure there weren't more. But then the next day when they came back and then started doing the same thing all over again and destroyed another one, I only saw the one, and then I ran in the house and called my the guy I bought the building from, and I'd already sent him the pictures, and I said this does not look right, and he says, yeah, I agree, it doesn't look right, and but he said, let me call him and find out what's going on, and I'll get back to you, and he never did. So I don't know where we're at, you know. Maybe they won't ask me for the second half of the money and hope I'll just go away. I don't know. So, you know, maybe they already know they screwed up, and they're now they're gonna go, you know, stick their heads in the sand and hope everybody goes away. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, you know, I've been. This building has been in the process, in my mind, for 40 years. You know, when I started collecting cars, full size cars, when I was 20, and wanted a place to keep them, this was my dream, was to build this garage. And it only took 40 years to do it, and I got it, and then these people destroyed it putting it up. So it really kind of ruined it for me. Oh, so you were watching, Mike? Yeah, anybody that watched the video, you know, could hear and see they were beating the crap out of the building, and because everybody in the chat kept saying, "What are they banging on? You know, what are they doing?" And I have no idea what they're doing. Why they have to beat it into submission? Why doesn't the building just go together? What are they doing? Why do they have to beat it with a sledgehammer, no less? And why aren't they using a piece of wood to beat on so they don't destroy the building? You know? And I asked them these questions, and I didn't get an answer. You know, so I have no idea. You know, I just, and I never got an answer from Javier, is the guy I bought the building from. And when I called him and he said he'd look into it and get back to me, he never got back to me. So, yeah, I don't know where we're at. You know, I don't know what our, you know, next conversation's going to be, if any. Maybe from now on they have to talk to my attorney, and maybe that's what Dan's going to tell me. You know, if they call, tell them to call me. Okay. So everything's on video, the whole thing, from start to finish. I videotaped the whole thing live, so there's over 30 hours of video. You can go watch it. You know, it's on YouTube. It's on my channel. Anybody can go watch it. If you want to sit through the whole thing, you can just, you know, you can watch the whole thing unfold. The first part starts right away. They're unloading the truck, and this boom truck I have out here, they call it a boom zoom. I think it's called a boom zoom. Zoom boom? Maybe a zoom boom. I don't know. It's a reach truck, fork truck on big rubber tires with a boom that extends out, I don't know, about 50 feet, I think. And I had to rent that truck so they could put the building up. So they've got all of the trusses hanging from this truck on the forks upside down. Okay? And then they start pounding on them. I can't understand, what are they trying to do with them all hanging upside down on the forks. I mean, they haven't even tried to fit anything yet, and they're beating the crap out of it. And I'm like, you know, what are they trying to do? And so I finally walked out there to ask him, you know, what are you trying to do? And no, that's not what they were doing, Fred. that part they got right, and they did it right. Like I said, they're not total buffoons. They got out there with their laser level, and they laser leveled every single uh, stud, if you want to call it that, or tube, and they lifted each one up to the correct height, and then pinned it. So they went over every single one of the uprights. I think there's 16, and laser leveled them. So that part they did right. Like I said, I just can't figure out what the hell they were trying to do. How they knew they needed to beat these things, just getting them off the truck, because they hadn't even attempted to put them on the anything on the pad or anything, even fit a piece of tubing into them. They hadn't done any of that yet. They just got them upside down off the truck when they unloaded them, and then they started beating on them. I'm like, how could they possibly know what they need to do to this? They haven't even tried to fit it yet. So yeah, I have no idea. So, did you just watch the video, boss? No, they didn't bend them in shipping. I watched them bend them. They were the way they shipped it was pretty cool. Actually, they were secure on this big trailer. Yeah, there wasn't any issue in shipping. They were pounding on this thing, and when I went out and looked at where he was pounding, is when I found that how the tubings were crushed and the welds were broke, and that's why the factory made them bring them all back. They asked me, do we need to take them all back, or just just the ones that they're replacing, But they called the office, and the office says no, bring them all back, because they wanted to look at all of them. They wanted to make sure that they got all the compromised ones, So they took care of it, and they made me some new ones, and then they came back the next day, and then they started pounding on them again, and in a totally different way this time. This time they laid them on the ground, on their side, stacked up on top of each other, and then they started beating on them again. And I'm like, and then after that, the way they were trying to beat the pipe, I'm gonna call it a stud, because it's an upright tubing that has to go into the leg of the truss. They're trying to beat the truss into the leg, and the only thing they're doing, they're holding the leg like this. They're holding it like that. So every time they hit it, because they have to give, if they'd have set the truss on the ground, and just, oh hell, if they just put their feet on it, they could have beat the tubing into the truss, because the weight of the truss, they weren't going to be able to move it. But the other way around, they were beating themselves to death trying to move this thing. And all they did was beat up the truss. They didn't get it in the pipe. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah, no, it's square tubing, Mike. It's not round tubing. It's square tubing. And they crushed it so it was no longer square. So the square tubing that it's going to go into, it can't go into now because it's not square anymore. And then the area they were beating on it was in between two weld joints. So there's no way they were going to straighten or do anything between the two welds. The only thing they could possibly do is crush the pipe, which is what they did. So it was just a total clusterfuck. Yeah, it really was. What they did and why they were doing it makes absolutely no sense. But once they got the whole building up, the rest of it went very smoothly. They did a fantastic job about the rest of it. They didn't have to they didn't use a hammer anymore, but barely, and just measuring and lifting and adjusting, and then with the laser level and just putting screws through it, and their screws are nice and neat. I mean, I really have no argument, no complaints of any of the work they did after they got the framework up. They did a great job. The building looks great.
A 24th century water-powered ultra-responsive hot rod. Your embellishments are purely dimmable. They serve no practical purpose. I beg to differ. If we make this thing look mean enough, other ships are going to think twice before taking us on.
I suggest we return our attention to the matter of structural integrity.
Agreed.
Yeah, Roy, and that's funny that you say that, because the first question I asked him is this a brand new crew? You know, do these guys really know what they're doing? You know, how long have they worked for you? Oh no, this is our best crew. They've been working for us for years. Like, oh my god. So every building you've sold that these guys have put up would have failed an inspection if the guy had looked hard enough because they beat it into submission? Really? Oh my god. So yeah, I was just mind-boggling, the whole thing. So in the Zoom the other night, I had the pictures up because I was on the other computer, and I put the pictures up, and Barry Campbell, I guess I think he's a certified welder. He just looked at those welds and said those will never pass inspection. And then they were talking about the same thing I was, about the structural integrity of the tube. You know, the square tubing being crushed. It no longer has any structural integrity.
One explanation.
Tom, I'm tired.
Sleep. More like it.
Yeah, Jeff. So yeah, so what was the difference there? And then they were having trouble getting one of the uprights. Once the stud was in the truss, they bring it, they lift it with that big fork truck. So now the whole truss, which is 40 feet across, has the 12-foot, 6-inch long legs coming out of it now. And they bring it over to the pad, and they have to set it down on the uprights. The frame that's screwed to the concrete has pins sticking up, square tubing, that these tubes have to slide over. And they couldn't get one of them on. It looked to me like the tubing was twisted. You know, the one that was welded to the plate that's screwed to the concrete. And of course they're going to have to twist this one to match it to get it to go in. Otherwise it's not going to go. So, that's just what I observed, guys. This is just from me standing on the sidelines watching. Yes. Fred, I wish I had an Amish crew here. The Amish guys would have been done in one day, and it would have been right. So, possibly Jet Tech. I mean, I know the whole thing's welded together in the factory in a jig, but it's possible it was off a little bit. Either spacing was the issue, or it was twisted, or maybe a little both. Hard to say for sure. But yeah, this thing literally should have slid together with very little. I mean, at one point they were putting a strap on it, and trying to pull it together with the strap, and then they were banging on it while they had the strap on it to try to pull it together. So now they've got a strap, wrenched up to as tight as they can make it, and then they start beating on it again to try to get it to slide in. So, it's just nuts. You'd have to watch the video to understand, but it was just crazy.
Harry and David makes incredible gifts for any occasion, so it's easy to be thoughtful. Or thank you gifts, like thank you for the football to Bob.
This tastes like a ROES.
Buy now, send later, and ship free with the celebration pack.
Right, boss. That's exactly why I'm upset. Something's wrong. There's somebody fucked up somewhere. Something's wrong. The building should have never gone together like this. It shouldn't have had to been beat like this. You know, and I paid a lot of damn money for this building, and now I'm supposed to believe um, that when I'm in that building during the next hurricane, that I'm safe in that building, that it's going to withstand, knowing how much damage they've done to it. I'm supposed to believe that it's going to survive the hurricane, and I'm going to be safe inside there. So
Having trouble getting help for erectile dysfunction? Get help fast with Lemonade Help. Just answer a few questions. And they can send you medication.
yeah, Jet Tech, yeah, that could be it. Like I said, I don't know if there was a twist in it, if it was just off enough that they, maybe. And I asked him at one point, I said, do you guys need to, like, do you want to put a strap on that and pull it over to lean it so that it'll go into the other pipe? Is that what you guys need? Because, my car's right here with, I got a 4,500-pound car sitting here with a hitch on it you can hook to and, start winching on it if you want to try to twist that pipe or flex it over to get it to align with the upright, whatever you need, but they decided that the sledgehammer was the best way to go. So yeah, it just ruined it was such a, when they started, and they showed up with the building, because I wasn't believing it. I'm just somebody pinch me. Is this really happening? Are they really going to put my building up? For 40 years I've been wanting this, and they're finally here. They're going to do it. Really? I was just in disbelief. And then they got it off the trailer, and I'm watching them get everything set up and everything, and my smile is from ear to ear. I'm so happy. And then they start pounding on it with the sledgehammer, and then my smile went away, and then I started sweating and getting upset, and then I finally walked out to see the damage, and I took my phone and I took pictures and went back and I had to make a phone call, and it just was all downhill from there. The whole experience went right out the window. I was going to leave. I would have left for Birmingham on Wednesday. And then I was going to leave Thursday. I was going to leave Wednesday night, or Thursday morning, and I couldn't because the concrete guys screwed up. They did not relieve a 4-inch square on each side of the overhead door. There's a 4x4 square tubing post that has to go on each side of the frame of the building to hold the overhead roll-up door, and they had not done that. So the guys told me, and they were super polite. The guys that were working were very nice guys, all Spanish. Only one of them spoke English, but I can't bitch at them. They came and he very nicely told me, he says, listen, this is not our job. This is the concrete guy's job. We can't put your overhead door up. You're going to have to cut the concrete here so that we can put the door up. And I said, okay, I can do that. Just mark it where you don't want me to cut it, and I'll take care of it. And they were like, okay, great, we'll mark it for you. And okay, I'll cut it tomorrow, because it's the end of the day. And then when I got up the next morning, I went out there and said, hey, where did you guys going to mark this for me so I can cut it so we can, and and then the two of them were talking in Spanish. I don't know what they're saying. And then they decide, no, you know what? We're going to do you a favor. We're going to take care of it. Okay. My interpretation of that was, we're not going to take a chance that you don't know what you're doing and screw it up so we can't do what we need to do. We'll just do it ourselves so we know we can finish the job. And that's fine. I did not take offense to that. I would have probably done the same thing. Listen, let's just do it ourselves, because if he messes it up, then we're screwed. We won't be able to finish the job, because they probably don't get paid till they finish the job. So I would have done the same thing. I would have just said, listen, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We've got everything we need here to do it. We'll take care of it. And that's exactly what they said to me, and they took care of it. But I only stuck around, Thursday, because I had to cut the concrete. I would have already been gone. If they hadn't come to me and told me, I would have already been on my way to Birmingham. Of course, I would have broke down, and it would have screwed up everything anyway, but I wouldn't have been there to watch them Thursday working on the garage. I would have been on my way to Birmingham. So, but anyway, not a happy, not a happy ending for sure. Alan, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. So we'll just let the attorneys work it out, and we'll see where it goes. Until I'll update you when I know something new. But for right now, I've got this big, beautiful building, and I'm going to fill it with airplanes, just like I wanted to, and we're going to leave the rest of it, adding power and building the apartment and all the rest of the stuff I want to do inside there till we get all this resolved and I get it inspected, because I can't I can't do anything and have the building inspector come out here and see that I'm running power without a permit and building a internal living quarters without a permit, and I'm not allowed zoning. I'm not allowed to have living quarters in the building. You can't have two homes, living quarters on the property. See, as it is right now, I don't need a CO, a certificate of occupancy, because it's a garage. There's no water in it. There's no electricity in it. It's a barn, a shed. It's just bigger, so you can't live in it in these conditions. Well, I mean, you can, but I mean, it's not set up with toiletries and all that. So it's not living quarters. So it's just a structure. So you don't need a CO for that, in Pasco County. It's just, it's just a structure. So basically his job to come out and inspect it is just to make sure it's safe for someone to be inside it, as far as working in it or just going in and out of it. Like if all I did was keep cars in it and I had to go in to get a car and drive it out, his job is to make sure it's safe, that it's not going to fall on my head when I do that, but not to live in it. So if he sees me putting power in it and all that, well, then that just opens another can of worms. So I can't do any of that yet. We're going to have to wait. Didn't really want to wait. I wanted to start right on that stuff. I was prepared to put the electrical in already. I already bought everything for the electrical. Well, not everything, but a lot of it. I have quite a bit of stuff to get started on the electrical. And that way I'd have lights. Right now I've just got an extension cord run out there with some portable lights. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's where we are. I'll update you when I know more. What, Fred? And the foreman, we too low, and project manager, bang, boom, pow. I think this is an old episode of Batman, isn't it? Bang, boom, pow. It's exactly what they used to do on Batman. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, we got some rain tonight. Here. It rained a little bit. So we haven't had any rain in probably 2 weeks. Not that we needed it, but you know, I cut my grass the North 40 area, and it was starting to brown up a little bit because it hadn't gotten any water. So I'll bet tomorrow when I go out and look at it, it'll be green as green. That little bit of water we got was probably just enough to green it right up. So it's cut, you know, really nice. It should look like a green velvet carpet out there tomorrow. So, with a couple patches of blue. There's a couple patches of Kentucky bluegrass out there. I don't know where that came from, but um, but there's two small patches of bluegrass out there. It looks it's interesting looking. I think it's unique for sure. Yeah, exactly, Roy. You know, you had the thing fall on my head while I was flying my plane around inside it. That would have been wonderful. So yeah, I'll probably shoot some video tomorrow. I don't think I'll go live. I think I'll just shoot video and then put it up. Um, I'll probably fly out the front door and fly around in the field and come back in and land inside the door with the turbo timber UMX. And then I'll probably have my drift car out there running it around that I've never even taken out of the box. So we'll go play with that, and I'll probably have Wild Willie in there doing wheelies. So I'll probably shoot a bunch of video in the building just for fun, and put that stuff up, and then I'll get back to just loading the place with airplanes. I don't know if you guys saw it on the news. Fred talking about a plane crash. There was I forget which plane it was, but there was some incident with an airplane, and it was a young girl reporter on scene. Um, too young to have seen or know what the movie Back to the Future was. So somebody at the scene told her that the flux capacitor had failed, causing the incident. And she was live, and she actually said that. And of course, everybody laughed. And you know, and then the anchor man, when they cut back to him, made a comment about, you know, guys, she's just out there doing a job. You know, give her a little slack. Because it made her look like a complete idiot, you know, because she actually reported that, yeah, we had a problem with the flux capacitor. Oh, great. uh, it looked like a Saturday Night Live skit, except it was real and live. So, I may need more shock requests for that hangar. Mickey, Good to see you, man. What's up? Glad you're here. I don't know what that means. Okay, so, all right. So, news story. Just to add insult to injury. When I shut the doors Friday night after I did my show. Oh no, I didn't do the show Friday night. That's right, Marshall did. Um, but I'd been working in the garage. I was cleaning, so I closed the doors. Everything was fine. Locked it all up. Everything's fine. Go in the house. Zoomed with Marshall till I fell asleep, and then I got up the next morning. Went out there, and my man door has dents in the bottom of the door, and I'm like, what in the hell happened to that? So I walk up to the door and get a good look at it. Some animal with a claw, like a raccoon, clawed the door hard enough to put these deep cuts in the skin of the door, and it dented it. And there's another paw print over here that's just a paw print, not the digging marks. But then there's another area over here on the right where there's several paw print, no damage, just leaving marks. But then there's the one where he actually dug in and tried to rip a hole through it. They put a dent in the door with claw marks in it. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Why can't we have nice things? So yeah, some varmint tore up the man door. Just cosmetically, but damn. Oh, now I get it, Fred. So that was supposed to be the pilots talking about the plane crash. This is what they were saying on the box before they hit the ground. We too low. Bang pow, bang boom pow. Shit. Oh my God. Yeah, Craig, that's it. Grab my shotgun. No, I can kill him with something much less. You know, I'm a pretty good shot. I just go out there with my 22 and shoot him. I've done it before. we had a what the hell? It was a shit. A possum. I had two possums here. One was in the house. He crawled in under the sink. It was a baby. Actually, we had two crawl in there. The first one I shot. The second one I caught and took him down the road about 5 miles and released him back in the woods someplace. The third one was trying to claw through the front door over here, so I shot him. So, and then the fourth one I just poisoned. I put poison out to kill him. It was another baby, and he died from the poison. I found him before he died. I came in the house to get my gun to put him out of his misery because he was dying, and by the time I got back out there, he was dead. So. Oh, is that right? You got rats that are constantly eating your door seals? Zombie raccoons. Yeah, check 6. He was playing possum. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. He got his wings that day. So if he was playing possum, he got his wings. We have a dog, not a big dog, but he'll go after him. You know, he's not a Jack Russell, but he's not vicious in any way, but he's aggressive, and everything's a play toy. So, you know, he doesn't want to kill it. He just wants to go play with it. But he's barking at it as he's running at it. You know. So yeah, the dog keeps the shit, and then we've got this big orange cat that's a stray, but he's killing everything here. He's killed more damn rats and shit here. So I'm glad he's around. Um, so he'll probably take care of whatever that damn thing was that was trying to get my garage. You know. Yeah, that's the problem with that one, Wild Bill. You don't want to shoot a skunk. Not if he's on your property. That's a bad idea. You know, you need to coax him off your property calmly. You know, get him to go somewhere else. Put mothballs out. Whatever you got to do to make him just want to go away. Because yeah, that stench will stay around for a long time. Yeah, that's a good one too, Craig. You know, a nice pellet gun, air rifle. Yep, that'd do the trick. Yeah, Michael. If I can, I've been trying to make friends with him. He's still pretty skittish, but if we become buds, yeah, I'm gonna let him live in the garage. I'll leave the door open. He can go in and out and kill anything around. Yeah.
Engines are operating at close to 90% efficiency. Seven's got her new weapons system online, and if we could just solve that microfracture problem, we'll be ready to go. You got it. Now, let's talk about the law. Tally had no idea what these injuries or how she got them. She never complained about being hurt. But then again, she's barely speaking to me lately. It's almost as if she's been intentionally trying to hurt herself. You think all these injuries have been happening on the home tip? Well, where else? If they'd happened while she was working, as she claims, somebody would have filed an injury report. Any idea what sort of programs she's been?
Yeah, I walked up on a skunk once. I just looked at him, he looked at me, and I just turned around and ran. Yes. I didn't want to get sprayed, so I just turned around and ran. I was like, I'm out of here.
Start digging.
Yeah, that happened to a buddy of mine too. They had to wash their dog in tomato juice too. You out of here, boss? All right, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Oh, hi. I thought you were the doctor making a house call.
Imagine I'm the cell block, huh?
Yep, I promise, Mickey. I'll leave the skunks alone. I promise. You have my word. Have a good night, buddy. Study hard.
Are you different?
What are they? The new ship's council.
No. Just a friend.
This whole thing is so ridiculous. I don't report a few scrapes and suddenly Jamie thinks there's something wrong with me. Typical Starfleet.
Yeah, oh God, Alan, that had to have been a hell of a mess. Why the hell didn't she wash them out in the yard? Oh my God.
A few. But I haven't put anybody else at risk, and it's nothing that I can't handle.
Tell you what do you say you and I pay a little visit to the holodeck? You can show me some of the programs you've been running.
Why not?
Sure. Maybe if I see what you've been up to, I can convince the captain there's nothing to worry about.
She's taken away my holodeck privileges.
Consider them restored.
So where you stuck, Michael? Where you at? It's funny you say that too, because Juan Brown's stuck in a hotel tonight too. Or no, he was stuck in a hotel last night. Um, yeah, I think he was supposed to. I think he was supposed to fly out 9 o'clock this morning, I believe, for South Korea. Louisiana. Oh yeah. Are you flying out tomorrow? Or you got more layover? Hey, did you see the that Falcon jet? What was it, a 900 or something crash? Did you see that on the news?
The launch showed you on the weapons program for 47 seconds. The day after I gave you the news about the massacre. Then you shut it down and started running the most dangerous programs you could find, with the safeties off. Why? This is ridiculous. Computer, seal the doors. You can't do this! The hell I can't. You're not going anywhere until you tell me what's going on. But why are you intentionally trying to hurt yourself?
I don't know.
Flying back to Kansas City tomorrow? Okay, cool.
No. Then why?
Because if I sprain my ankle, at least I feel something.
What do you mean?
I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm trying to see if I'm still alive.
I don't understand.
Oh, was that months ago? I thought it was.
How do you feel?
I thought it just happened. I saw a YouTube video. Yeah. So what happened? Do you know anything about the accident? What happened? What went wrong? Everybody got out of it alive, though, right?
The Marquis, the like our adopted family. I can understand you trying to block out that kind of
You
thing.
don't understand. It's not just the pain. I don't about my dead friends, not about Tom. You, my dog.
Maybe you're afraid if you let yourself start to feel something, you might not be able to stop. You can't just shut off your emotions, Veronica. Sooner or later, you're going to have to let yourself grieve.
Why? Just so I can go through it all over again.
What are you talking about?
When I was 6, my father walked out.
It looked like they couldn't get any speed, like they had the brakes on or something. You know, the video I saw today was the actual video of it taking off. And it never did take off. It went right off the end of the runway. You know, it just never built any speed.
We have a new family now. Here on Voyager. You're not going to lose us. You're stuck with us.
Oh, no kidding. It was fueled for Hawaii. Wow. And the runway was too short, huh? So, why? God, why? What the hell? God, that's weird. That's really weird.
I'm about to let you stop living your life or break your neck on the holodeck. You're going to have to find another way to deal with this.
I don't know how.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, that's the one that's the other one I saw, Roy. Yep. Yeah, that one burnt to the ground. There was nothing left of it. But everybody got out of it alive. Yeah, that MD-80 went off the end of the runway, too. Yeah, but the plane's supposed to be able to take off on one motor anyway. Once they, reach V1, I mean, they're supposed to be able to take off on one motor. Yeah, that motor was black looked like not from the fire the airplane went through. It was just, like it blew up, like you said. Yeah. Owner wanted cheap fuel from the little airplane. Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me. The guy's owns a Falcon 900 and he's worried about a couple dollars a gallon fuel difference? Or a couple cents a gallon? I mean, I know it owns a lot of gallons, but come on. How much does that airplane cost? How much is a Falcon 900? Am I cracking up, Michael, or has this year's general aviation been like out of control? It seems like there's 3 or 4 accidents every week. I mean, is that the norm and they just never reported it before? And now they're reporting it all? Or what? I mean, what is going on? It seems like every other day there's another crash. $60 million. $60 million, and the guy's worried about the price of the fuel. Oh my God. I hope he had good insurance. Now I saw that on the, they said it was a Falcon 900. I said, hey, I know a guy who flies one of those. Or something just like it. Wow. Yeah, I maybe just because, Juan Brown and Dan Greider weren't reporting them every other day like they do now. You know, it's just crazy. I just the accidents that are happening and the stupidity and why they're happening. It's just crazy. I just can't. You know, I just can't believe it. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. The one that it was a twin. It was a twin Beechcraft he was flying? I think he was an Indian doctor, wasn't he? Some kind of yeah. I saw that one too. I'm like, yeah. Again, what the hell? Yeah, Don, I agree. You know, some of the choices I see these guys make. Yeah, now that to me is unbelievable. That this guy that owns a Falcon 900 is worried about the price of gasoline. So he has his pilot land it at an airport too short to service that size airplane, to fill it all the way up and putting him overweight on a short runway. Yeah, that's just ludicrous. I don't get it. Yeah, Fred, it's probably another. They'll just chalk it up to COVID. They chalk everything else up to COVID. So, oh, it was a Cessna 340. Okay. Yeah, Roy, you might be right. Maybe that's all it is. It's just that, you know, I mean, Juan's on daily almost um, with something, but a lot of his content is airplane crashes. You know, he also does his motorcycle rides and he does, um, you know, he flies his little, the Husky that he just bought or his, the mighty Luskin to different spots, campsites, airports, you know, off grid airports, you know, and all. I love his show. I love everything he does on that show. I'm not crazy about the motorcycle stuff. Not that I'm not a motorcycle guy, but you know that's you know he's not racing it. He's just going on trail rides. It's kind of boring. Um, but I think he's a super cool guy, and I watch his show all the time. But you know, most of the stuff he reports is plane crashes, and YouTube demonetizes everything he reports. Where was that salvage yard at, Michael? Oh, it was right at the airport? Wow. That's what you told the judge. What does that mean, Paul? Oh, no kidding. So you flew planes to the salvage yard for them to be destroyed. Wow. That's hilarious.
Next on H&I, Star Trek Enterprise, followed by Baywatch, then House, right here on H&I.
As someone with hearing loss, I know what a confusing and frustrating experience getting hearing aids can be. That's why I found Reliable. Affordable, high-quality hearing aids with all of the features you need, and none of the hassle.
I use Lively hearing aids, and it's been wonderful. It's so light and so small, but it's
I heard if you remove that gland from a skunk, they make good pets.
insanely
Matt M, what's up?
test online. Doctor programs and settings. You don't even need to go to an office.
They're delivered to your door in a few days, and you're up and running in no time.
It connects
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. We need the phone number for RC Planes Anonymous. You missed it. We were talking about that earlier. So you're just as bad as me, Matt. Even though I have no intention of buying anything right now, money wise, I'm still shopping. Always. Always looking for a good deal everywhere. That's how I found my widget, the flight test plane. I happened to go there and see what the hell was going on, and they had it on sale. I said, I gotta buy it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's definitely hard to stop. So I missed out. I tried to buy 3 UMX planes for $100. They were all in great shape. It was I think it was a MiG 15. The British bomber, fighter bomber, the twin engine. Can never remember that name. It's always on the tip of my tongue. I can never remember that damn. It had been discontinued. But this one was in great shape. That's really the plane I wanted. The Mosquito, right? So the Mosquito, the MiG 15, and what was the third one? I think it might have been a. I think it was like a Cub, maybe. I can't remember what the third one was, but I liked all 3 planes. He wanted $100 for the 3 of them, and but when the guys told me about it Friday night in Air Marshal's show, Marshall said, "Oh, never mind. I already bought him." So I thought he was serious. So I didn't think to go on with it. the link that Spencer had sent me was no good. It was not for those airplanes. It was for something else. And I couldn't find it. I went looking for it and I couldn't find it. Well, I think it was... Chris, I don't remember if it was this morning, Sunday morning, or yesterday morning. I think it was probably yesterday morning. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I sent the guy a message. And he replied immediately. He said, I just sold them. And I replied back, laugh out loud, damn it. And he says, yeah, I'm at the Bay Area swap meet, and I sold everything here. And I'm like, double damn it. I live right down the street. I'm 5 minutes away from Bay Area, the Bay Area Flyers, you know. He laughed. Then he sent me a message later. It wouldn't have, no, it wasn't on my phone. It's on Facebook. That he says, listen, I got a lot of airplanes. You know, what are you looking for? And I'm like, oh, God. Don't get me started. Don't go. No, I have to say no. Don't call him. Don't call him. Don't. I'll end up buying something. So it was just funny that the guy was right down the road, and when he got rid of those planes, I wouldn't even have had to gone, you know, because he lived in Sarasota. It was, you know, that's a long drive from here. So I was, you know, if I did buy him, I'd have to go all the way down there to get him. But he came all the way up here just for this swap meet, and he sold them here. So Marshall didn't buy him. So anyway, just a funny story. You know, I almost bought those planes and didn't, and then they were turned up in my backyard, and I still didn't get them.
It's not the hat that makes a man. A man. See this? And it's not the badge that makes him heroic. It's the man wearing them who makes them iconic. And no man wears them better than Walton, Texas Ranger. 3 episodes every weeknight starting at 6/5 Central on HNI.
Right, exactly, Matt. It's the hotline helpline. Because we all need help. Ah.
Americans are good at making movies. They're not so good at fighting. Someday, I will go to Hollywood and I will meet Betty Graham. Maybe you will introduce me. I'm what you think. You know, in Hollywood movies, Americans always win.
Cheapskate Roy. Yeah, it depends on what it is and how bad I want it. So the only swap meet I've been to was recently at the Imperial Field that I'm a member of, and where we have our fly-in. The Pilot Ryan fly-in was there. The Boozer Toys for Todd event was there. They put it in the newsletter that I get that said that there's going to be a swap meet after the meeting, the monthly meeting, and had pictures of airplanes that I wanted. So I made sure I went to this meeting. I've been trying to go to one for months. I keep, you know, waking up too late or whatever, and so I made it to the meeting on time, and then after the meeting they started the swap meet. Now the 2 planes I wanted that I went there for was the E-Flight Corsair, the 1200 Corsair with the green stripes on it, I already have one, but I wanted another one. And then I didn't have this one. It was the um, oh crap! What's the name of that damn? All right, you guys will know the blue plane with the stripe, the three-bladed props, twin engine, three-bladed props. They have the stripes on the props. It's not an Osprey. It's a oh God, what the hell's the name of that damn thing? Otter. The twatter. Thanks, Wild Bill. Yeah, the Otter. So so they started the bidding really low, and one guy was bidding against me, and he's like, you know, do I hear $20? And he said $20. And it says, do I hear 25? I said 25. He said 30. I said 50. He quit. I think, did I get one for $50? I don't know, but I jumped the price up hard enough that he gave up. That was the Corsair. Now the Corsair was lightly used. The Otter had never been flown. The Otter was brand new. Now that's like a $270 airplane. So they started the bidding at 100, and he went 110, and I immediately went to 150, and he quit. So I got that one for 150. So I got the two planes for 250, and then I bought some other stuff too. So I ended up spending $300 and came home with those two airplanes complete. I even got the float kit and everything for the Otter, and I bought a multimeter, a really nice crap multimeter. I bought a brand new smart checker. That's $50, I think, new. And what else? I think there was one other thing I bought. I can't remember, but anyway, so I got all that shit for $300, which was a good deal. And the other guy's giving me a hard time, oh, well, you're killing me, and I'm like, dude, it's for the club. This guy died and he donated these planes to be sold at the club meeting to make money for the club, and and they're bitching that they have to pay money to help out the club. I'm like, screw you. I want these airplanes. The hell with you. He just laughed. The S-Master 4000. Don't you mean the Binford 4000? Oh my God, that's funny. Speaking of chairs, there's a place called Mountain... What the hell is it? Mountain something. I bought two really, really nice beach chairs. The reclined, beach chairs that you can either sit up reclined in or lay down to sleep in when I'm in my tent. And these are super nice. They were $39. They've got almost a denim material wrapped around the aluminum frames, not the little round plastic tubing, where there's 1,000 of them in a row. Not that crap. This was a beautiful piece of fabric that looks like dark blue denim, wrapped around the galvanized and powder coated aluminum tubing frame. Really nice chairs for $39. I couldn't believe it. Each, but still. That was a great price. I don't know if you guys have priced a chair like that recently, but they want like $70 to $100 or more. And they don't look near as nice as these chairs. These things are really nice. It came with a pillow and everything. There's a elastic band hooked to a head pillow that you slide over the top of the You know, so they came with the pillow too. I was like, man, this is a great looking chair.
I'm a friend. Just clean me up enough.
Those are ass masters. Is that what you got?
In my apartment.
Oh, you have those too, Roy? Yeah, we've got coyotes here too. They're small though. They're very small coyotes. But yeah, they're when they get in their packs and you got something on the hunt. They're howling like crazy too. Sir Lyndon, what's up tonight? How are you, sir? Are you excited? I guess your plane is on the water. Uh-oh. It's raining. I can hear it just starting to rain again. So that's my update is that your plane is on the water.
Easy, sweetheart. I start bleeding again. Yeah, patch on your shirt says Enterprise. You must have made it off before it sank.
Right, Wild Bill. Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, you used to be able to buy that damn stupid rubber tubing chair that I bought for like $19, right? That stupid ass piece of crap with the rubber tubing crap. I think they want $119 for that chair. I mean, it doesn't look anywhere near as nice as the ones I got. These things are beautiful for $39. I couldn't believe it.
Used to be a pretty nice neighborhood. Even for colors.
So how long will it take to get to you, Lyndon? What's the ETA on the water from here?
New York, Brooklyn. New York City.
When the streets of San Francisco call for justice, this duo delegates due process. Don Johnson and Cheech Marin are keeping crime out of the Bay in Nash Bridges. Every Monday at noon, 11 Central, on H&I.
So should I go out in the building and see if I have any leaks? Should I just add insult to injury? Not only is the building all screwed up, but then it leaks too. That would just put the icing on the cake, wouldn't it? Wow. 6 weeks. Damn. That's that slow boat from China. Holy crap. I think we could drive it there in a week and a half. No, Wild Bill, it's not. If it starts raining hard enough, I probably will go out and look. But yeah, it's not raining hard enough to bother.
Tired of food storage containers that clutter up your fridge and cabinets?
Tired of cling wrap and foil that doesn't keep your food fresh?
Well, now you can go ahead and forget about it. George and Mary Beth here with another incredible...
Must be FedEx. I don't know. Does FedEx have boats? I've never seen a FedEx boat. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
Freezer burn?
Forget about it.
Look, ordinary containers, foil, or cling wrap.
The shelves are super expensive. Right where you need it. Silly.
Stretches to fit over your food, pushing air out, and locking in freshies with an airtight seal. You can really see the difference. The super...
Remember the fact. We must get them out. Return them to Howard. molecular structure is destabilizing. How we are young, trapped in the core. In this case, that natural climate did we keep it out of young? We thought the Romulan code would suffice. Did not. Captain, I believe the aliens mistook the artificial singularity, which the Romulans use in their engine, for a natural one, a black hole. They tried to use it as a nest.
That's not deactivated.
Oh, sure, Lyndon. I mean, for sure, air you're going to get it in 2 days for sure. Yeah, I know a vehicle could drive it to you faster than that boat if it's going to take 6 weeks. No way it would take 6 weeks to drive it down to you.
Destroy LEO. Power transfer came into contact with the alien nest. I believe it disrupted its space-time continuum. Did you attack the Enterprise? Yes. I have to stop power transfer. Are there any others like you here? One other. Do you know where he is? Could he help us restore normal time?
Wait, Halloween? Go! This is your holiday. You guys must love Halloween.
People putting sheets over their heads and pretending to be ghosts. What do you want? That's what they say.
They don't like me.
Okay, that feels off.
All right, somebody popped in here. Who just popped in? Reveal yourself. Yeah, it would have been nice if we could have aired it down to him for sure. All right, Wild Bill, have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to shut this down pretty quick here, too.
Introducing Best Buy Total Tech. 24/7 tech support, protection, installation, and more.
As far as I know, not till Thursday. I don't have any fill-ins that I know of, but you know, nobody's been giving me any notice. They just don't show up. That's not entirely true. Air Marshal last week did try to. He did ask me to take over his show Monday night because he wasn't gonna be able to do it, but I didn't get the message until an hour into his show would have been. I was busy with something, and when I finally picked up my phone and looked, I saw I'd missed a message from him. It was a text message, and I read it, and it was like, hey dude, can you go on for me tonight? I'm not gonna make it. So I almost did. If it was a different night where Ray didn't come right after his show, I would have. Even though I would have been late starting, I would have done the show and we would have just gone an extra hour or whatever. But knowing that Ray's going to start a show in like 45 minutes, by the time I got up and running, it wasn't going to be worth me to go online. So I did, but yeah, I don't know if. As far as I know, Dave's going to be on tomorrow. I think he feels a little bad that he's missed so many shows because he's missed 4 in the last 2 months. So he went live Friday night for 2 reasons. One, he wants Friday night. He's hoping that he can switch with Dave if Dave does come back. And 2, he felt bad that he's missed so many shows. So he did a show Friday night. I'm thinking he'll probably do his show tomorrow night. You know, I'm pretty certain that he will.
To run time back to a point before the warp core breach occurred, and then find a way to prevent
So,
transfer.
but if he doesn't, I will.
The breach never happened.
Um,
I could attempt to remodulate the tricorder's delta band emissions. It should be possible to better control the temporal aperture of the peak zone. If this works, we may not have much time to prevent power transfer. I have to decide precisely where to be and what to do the instant the time begins to go backwards. Captain's log supplemental. After placing the modified tricorder on the Romulan ship, we have returned to the Enterprise. I've reached engineering depth. Standing by. Acknowledged. Counselor, are you in position?
Ready, Captain.
All right, Mr. Data. Initiating tricorder emissions.
no, Roy, GB's not coming back. At least not for a while. I'm not sure he'll ever come back, honestly, but he definitely won't be back for a while.
Captain. Go ahead, Mr. Data. The warp core breach has been reversed, sir. Be ready to stop the power transfer, Mr. Data. Aye.
You must stop! Specified energy systems have been initialized. The power transfer can now be engaged.
Do not initiate that power transfer.
I'm sorry, sir. I already have.
We must shut it down.
The transfer beam is at saturation, sir. It can't be disengaged.
Computer, place a level 3 containment field around the warp core.
Containment field activated.
It's down to 27%.
No time to explain, number one. Continue the evacuation of the Romulan ship. You'll find the forge in the Romulan engine room. You can direct him to sick bay.
Step back, now. It's all right, Deanna. He wasn't firing at me.
There was an alien here who'd taken Romulan form. I was firing at her. The doctor got in the way.
Where did she go?
Status, Mr. Data. I was attacked by another alien, sir. I was unable to prevent power transfer. It cannot be disengaged, sir. A core breach is again imminent. Feedback from the transfer beam will tear us apart. Patch me to the navigation control of the broadcast. Got it. Bringing the runabout in. The core breach has been prevented, sir. Data. It appears that severing the power transfer not only prevents
No, I'm watching Star Trek.
Judging from the residual temporal fluctuations, I believe they have returned to their own time continuum. Captain. It's going to take a little time to explain, number one. Captain Blunt, Stardate 46945.3. We successfully evacuated the crew of the Romulan ship. We're on course to the meeting. To bring them home.
Yeah, we need our dosage of online farting for sure. Yeah, I got it was a good episode. I got sidestepped there for a minute. I got focused. My bad. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's funny. I do watch the Hallmark Channel, though. You know, so. I do love the Hallmark Channel, but that's not what I'm watching right now. Oh god, that's funny. All right, guys, I want to take this down. Thanks for coming. It's fun tonight. Hopefully, we'll see y'all on Marshall's show tomorrow night. I hope he does it. I enjoy his show. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He really is. He's even more fun in person. So, yeah, if you ever get the chance to go be at something he's at, go. You'll have a great time. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna shut her down. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the help with everything, guys. Your advice, your enthusiasm, yeah, all of it, man. I just thank you guys for being here. So, yeah, thanks, Don. All right, so good night, guys. We'll see y'all later.